Did Will Tennyson herniate his disc because of his squat form? Or was it the volume, the weight, or something he wasn't doing in his training? Because if you watch this clip the moment it happened, I think there's a very obvious answer. My name is Dr. Grant Elliott, low back specialist who created the top online low back program in the world, and I'm going to break down exactly what happened to popular YouTuber Will Tennyson that led to his disc herniation injury. I'll analyze the current treatment he's going through, and then I'll show you how to properly heal disc herniations so you don't make the same mistake. First, let's break down the video exactly when the injury happens. This video shows 2 repetitions where the first repetition looks fine, but if you look very closely on the second one, you can see at the bottom he develops a butt wink, which is lumbar flexion under load. This is often a recipe for disc herniations when someone goes too deep and their form and their mobility cannot tolerate it. So if I had to pick one thing, it would be this. However, that's not the only thing that can contribute, and it's not exactly how disc herniations work. What we don't know is how far into this workout this is taking place. Is it the beginning or is it the very, very end after a ton of fatigue? How many reps he has performed up until this point? And also how much weight this is relative to what he's used to. It looks like 225 to me. We also don't know if he's actually used to having a butt wink in his form. If this is something he's acclimated to, then it might not be an issue. So yes, the butt wink is present, but that also could have been because of the injury itself. Maybe he would have maintained his form, but the moment he felt the injury, his stability turned off, and so he sunk down deeper or lost that control as a result of the pain. Disc injuries are almost never caused by one rep. This could have been because of load tolerance, meaning more load than his body is capable of managing. Repeated stress, performing something over and over. Or recovery versus demand. Maybe he's been training way more recently and you are not having adequate recovery to sustain the demand you're placing on your lower back. This is why people often hurt their back doing something simple like tying their shoes or picking something light off the floor. We also know things outside of the gym affect your risk of injury too. One is training style, how heavy and intense you go, and Will has tons of videos of him testing his 1 rep max, lifting as heavy as he can. Another is recovery habits, such as sleep. He makes videos about sleep deprivation and seeing how he can overcome this. Diet definitely affects this as well, and we all know Will loves his donuts, as do I. It incorporates a lot of cheat foods and big meals into his videos and lifestyle. Stimulants and things that stress your nervous system can affect this, and he has videos where he's taking banned pre-workout substances or seeing how many he can mix together, and doing reckless movements in the gym where you're stressing your body in ways it might not be prepared for. And he has videos of him doing just that. Now, after doing additional research into his videos, I was able to find some things he's not doing in his videos, at least not that he's showing. One thing I consistently did not find is mobility and movement prep prior to training. I don't see him warming up his lower back, warming up his core, warming up his hips, and working on mobility in ways to optimize his function within the gym. So truly, when you zoom out and you look at all this, there's a much bigger picture. The squat didn't cause the injury. It exposed it. Now, as far as his current treatment is going, he is doing things like EMTT, acupuncture, laser, and decompression. These can help with symptoms, but they don't fix the root problem. And we see this all the time, especially with people coming into our program who have spent months trying to calm the pain, but never actually rebuilding their back. The best treatment for most disc herniations is this: disc reversal exercises, core stability, movement reintroduction, and load progression. And I'll walk you through each of these exactly. Now, based on his current limitations where he has crutches and appears quite immobile, and the fact that his injury occurred during a flexion moment with load, he will likely respond to disc reversal exercises that are focused on extension. First, you'd want to just lay down on your stomach and prop up on your elbows like you're reading a book or watching TV to allow your lower back to slowly regain extension. Keep your lower back and glutes totally relaxed, breathe into this, and as you get more comfortable, begin pushing your body up and down off of the floor to slowly restore that motion. With these types of injuries, imagine with every rep, you're slowly working that disc back where it came from and reducing the bulge and taking pressure off of the nerve. As your mobility improves, which it will, then you need to increase the range. Move to your hands like you're going to do a push-up. Push up as far as you can like you're doing a cobra pose, just pushing to the point of pain and then lowering yourself back down, attempting to go further and further over time. This is a disc reversal exercise. It can help reduce the bulge and reduce your pain and restore your mobility incredibly fast when this is prescribed appropriately. And there are different disc injuries that will have different disc reversal exercises. Next is core stability. For this classic scenario, the first movement I'd recommend would be our dead bug exercise, which is an incredibly low back friendly core movement that packs a punch in regards to core and spine stability. Laying on your back, arms in the air, legs in the air, you're gonna slowly lower the opposite arm and opposite leg one at a time while keeping the lower back totally flat on the ground. Alternate each side, performing 10 reps each way. And what pushing the lower back into the floor does is it creates what's called intra-abdominal pressure. This stabilizes your spine and core internally. It stabilizes the front of the spine where a majority of individuals are deficient. It trains you how to breathe properly, how to properly brace your core, and translates directly into lifting so that when you're working out in the future, you know how to properly stabilize your core to reduce risk of injury in the future. The next core exercise would be the bear exercise. Once again, very low back friendly, but very powerful. You're on all fours, lift the knees a couple inches off the ground, and you're gonna hold for time. It might not appear difficult, but it is quite challenging when you're driving your arms and legs into the floor, bracing that core, and holding for as long as you comfortably can. It's a phenomenal way to retrain your spine and core during the time of injury, but also after the time of injury. Now for movement reintroduction, we want to reintroduce hinging and squatting patterns. A simple approach you can make is grab a kettlebell or a dumbbell or no weight at all, get close to a wall, step about a foot away from the wall, and now slide your hands down your thighs, pushing your hips straight back so your butt touches the wall. You might just go halfway at first, but this simple cue can help you maintain the appropriate posture and movement to retrain a hip hinge. As you get more and more comfortable with this, you can add weight, you can hold a kettlebell or a dumbbell, and you can progress the motion further and further to slowly reload your spine in that hinging pattern. In addition, we can reintegrate squatting patterns, where I would highly recommend you start with a goblet squat as an initial progression, as holding the weight in this position maintains as much of an upright spine posture as you can get in regards to squatting. You don't need to go full range of motion initially. You could just go half or even just a fourth based on where your symptoms are at. But just retraining that same motion can be phenomenal for not only restoring confidence, but for regaining strength in these motions. Once you get more comfortable and you're increasing the range of motion over time, last is load progression, where just as if you wanted to train and get big muscles in the gym, you would progressively load, you apply that same principle in the rehab space as well. Increasing the weight week by week by week, slowly and gradually returning your strength with these movement patterns. And before you know it, you could be back in the gym training hard and heavy as ever. So what did cause Will's disc herniation? The evidence shows we can't trace it back to one thing. It could have been a combination of all these things or none of these things. Injuries happen, especially in the lower back, as it's the #1 injury in the world. But what's most important is how you respond to that injury. Don't freeze in fear without a plan. Movement is where the solution is, and you can and will get better with the right plan. So if you're struggling with lower back pain too, and you're ready to rebuild it the right way to get it bulletproof, you can get a free back pain fix demo with my team by texting me the word pain to 317-751-9509, and we can help you get a tailored step-by-step plan to permanently fix your back or sciatica following our centralization process. And this process has helped thousands of people all around the world fully recover from severe disc and nerve injuries within 3 to 6 months back to full exercise and activity. This process tells us exactly what's causing your pain and exactly what you need to do every day to fix it so you can avoid injections and surgery and get back to your life. So text me right now so you don't miss the opportunity to finally get pain-free. And after you text me, please like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on Instagram at RehabFix for more free daily videos and insights into my life and our clients' lives on how we are getting a bulletproof back. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one, and I'll see some of you in our program real soon.